Hey everybody, I'm really sorry. I've just got to make sure absolutely no one sees me reviewing this figure. Today we're taking a look at Robots in Disguise Grimlock, and I made it a personal mission to never buy a Robots in Disguise toy. No, not this Robots in Disguise. No, not this Robots in Disguise either. Which, come to think of it, can we stop naming things Robots in Disguise? It's very confusing. But anyway, Kyle saw it fit to send me a Robots in Disguise figure. The bad ones. Thanks, Kyle. Let's take a look at his dinosaur mode. He's green and black, and he's got some light gray and kind of silvery detailing here with his arms, and he's got that orange fin thing on his head. You've got that dot thingy there. If you want to scan that with your phone and get something in the Worthless app, go for it. I'm not stopping you. He's got some orange detailing here on his little dino leg hip thingy, and the tail is pretty detailed. It's mostly green with some black paint to give it a scaly look. It's not bad. His whole body structure is pretty fluid, so I guess that's good. His robot bits are hidden very well. You kind of have to look to find them, except for these hands right here. They're blatantly obvious that that's what those are, so good job. But yeah, nothing really happens here in dinosaur mode. He can't like stand really well anyway because he's on these ratchet joints, so he kind of bounces around. Most of the time he does fall back, so you kind of have to do the upright T-Rex. Also, his head is positioned in such a way that you can't make him look forward without detaching and revealing the robot head. So you're kind of limited in what you can do here in dino mode. You can move his arms though, so there's something. His mouth, you pull this little thing and it's spring-loaded, but it only opens that far. If you want to pull it further, you dislocate the neck. So his mouth gimmick doesn't even work, really. Like, that's as far as you can open it. If you want to really have him open his maw, then you're out of luck. But yeah, dino mode, not much goes on here, and it's not very impressive. I'm going to transform this guy in real time because it is so very simple. What you want to do first, you want to come back here and you want to take the dinosaur legs and you pull these hinges out, and they're tabbed in, so now you can dislocate his back, and this gives you access to get inside his leg, and the back upper part splits in half and slides outward like so. Open it up like that, then you can flip around here. Split the legs all the way. His tail, you've got the tip, you got to fold it in alongside this panel, but on this other side there's a molded piece that makes it look symmetrical, so there's that. This one already did it, but these panels then swing around and tab in, so they kind of come all the way down like this and tab in like that. Then you want to flip up the foot, and there's his legs done. Then what you want to do, and this is the most interesting part for me, you got to get these robot mode arms to the back, but if you notice there's some hinges here, so how you gonna do that? Well, you can flip them this way, but that won't work. So what you got to do is you kind of got to work this panel up and then move these arms around underneath here, so these panels close up around And that pushes the arms to the back where they can rest. So that's cool. You want to flip around his arms here and then dig out these hands from the side. They're a pain in the butt to get out. So there you go. Dig these out. And then the final step is to take the dinosaur head, pop it off, flip it down along his back. And there we have Grimlock in his robot mode. Pretty obvious that the paint is a reference to the other robots in Disguise Grimlock, who wasn't even a dinosaur, or remotely similar to the Grimlock character at all. So why are we referencing it? In robot mode, he's a lot of the same story. He's green and black. He's got that chest detail there. I do like that the actual chest of the robot becomes the chest of the dinosaur. There's no magic going on there to make it not what it is. He's got these big old shoulders, and his legs are actually pretty stumpy too, but they're the whole tail like folded over itself. So, you know, but he is green, a lot of black detailing, and the camera kind of washes it out. But I mean, he's mostly black. So the face is orange. If it would focus for me, please. Please. The face is orange with blue eyes. And it's very small, and they did a bad job painting one of his eyes. And there's not a lot of emotion going on there. So the face really doesn't do much for me. His articulation is pretty bare bones. His head rocks side to side like that, and you have a swivel out to the side here with his leg, and that's on a rotation joint. Your elbow is on a swivel right there, and then it's on a ratchet joint that is noticeably harder to get down than it is to get up. And this toy is infamous for destroying itself with this joint here, so yeah, be warned. His hand can flip in and out. He has a peg hole, but he came with no weapons, so what's the point? His hips are on a swivel joint with another swivel joint right above the knee, and a slightly ratcheted knee that bends barely at all. So that's fun. Nothing at the waist, nothing much. I mean, there's really not much you can get this guy doing. He's so chunky, and his articulation limits him in the arms, and you know, it's just kind of bleh, you know. So there's absolutely nothing for me here. Usually I really appreciate the engineering of figures, but this toy just uses the very basic Grimlock transformation.
The tail is the legs, the dino legs are the arms, the head is under the dino head, blah, blah, blah.
And I can't even appreciate it for the character, because in the show, he's just a big, dumb idiot.
Grimlock, head back to the scrapyard and have Fix-It take a look at you.
Okie dokie.
Oh, yeah, you can't fly, pal.
God.
While we're here, let's talk about the show, because I am never touching anything from this line again, no matter what Kyle does. Anything could be better than this. The show is dumb. Bumblebee's in charge of the Autobots because everybody wanted that, but he doesn't even get to be the focus of the show long because Optimus comes back and takes over.
We're taking too much time locating our fugitive signal.
If our Khan knows anything about this Decepticon Island we've heard so much about, it's vital we make this collar. Get ready to go off-road, team.
No.
But people love this garbage because it keeps throwing in references to Prime.
Look, it's Ratchet, Soundwave, and Starscream. I remember those guys from the Good Show.
It's pretty sad when the best part of your show is references to another show.
So, Hunter, Robots in Disguise is for kids. You aren't the intended audience.
It still sucks. Just because it's intended for kids doesn't mean it gets an excuse to be terrible.
This show exists to satisfy the demographic of kids who can't fathom going out into public without mommy or daddy buying them a hunk of plastic.
Maybe, just maybe, I could forgive all of that if the toys were actually good. But just like the show, they're lazy attempts with little references thrown in, trying to keep us interested. And no more. I am absolutely done with this crap.